This is my review on Spider-Man, the new animated series from 2003 that lasted for one season. And I really like this show run of Spider-Man. This time he's played by Neil Patrick Harris, that plays Spider-Man in the Peter Parker half role of the show. Yeah, so Peter Parker is also known as Spider-Man, is played by Neil Patrick Harris this time in the series. Who plays him in all episodes of the series, so he does a really good job in the show, and my only complaint that this show only had one season. My biggest complaint have to be that the show only has one season instead of more than one season. And I really like Harris' portrayal on Spider-Man a lot. Neil Patrick Harris' portrayal on Spider-Man. And I like the animation and all of the voice acting of the rest of the cast. And the designs on the design on, I just like the whole the whole show also. Although it was kind of depressing, I will admit the ending of the show is very depressing because at the end of the show, Spider-Man gives up being Spider-Man after playing a girl he really likes, and after trying to being brainwashed into killing a girl he likes. And attempting to kill a girl he likes, and she ends up in the hospital, so he gives up being Spider-Man because of guilt. Because he thought that she thought he because of it was in the content of the show, Spider-Man thought that he was killing a villain, but it was really this hallucination. Yeah, also, another problem I had with this, I mean, I guess, I thought it was a little strange, how this, take on Spider-Man's will, cross that line of taking a life. Sometimes I thought that was a little out of the norm for Spider-Man's character. But it didn't. I guess it didn't bother me when it didn't bother me though that he had Spider-Man killed. And I guess it didn't bother me because they didn't do it like they did with Batman, with Michael Keaton's Batman. You know how Michael Keaton's Batman does this for the shake of shock value, but doesn't do it but doesn't change doesn't have any effects on the outcome of the story. His actions of taking life. Well, Spider-Man's actions do. Spider-Man's, which leads him into throwing away the tights and to the bottom of the ocean. He lets the whole series ends on Spider-Man letting his costume sink to the bottom of the ocean and saying goodbye to Spider-Man and giving up. So yeah, it's kind of a depressing ending the series ends on. A very depressing note it ends on. And also, I like how it got Neil Patrick Harris plays Spider-Man as a he plays an older Spider-Man than what the one I'm used to is saying that's in high school. So this Spider-Man's no longer a kid; he's in college now. At this point in life, he's already been bitten by a spider and got the powers and has been Spider-Man for a while now in college, in his college years. Was Harry and Mary Jane. They're his closest friends in this series for this version of Spider-Man. So, and they don't know he's Spider-Man. His friends don't know he's Spider-Man, so nobody knows he's Spider-Man. Except for Spider-Man in this series, so none of his friends do. And I really like how I also like the fact that he makes that they also once again succeed in animation form to make Spider-Man funny like he is in the comics. So I'm glad they succeed in that. They succeed with that, bringing that element of the character to like I've never seen in live action yet. That hasn't impressed me, so. But this show, on the other hand, is pretty good. So this is a pretty good portrayal on Spider-Man. I really like this Spider-Man portrayal on Spider-Man. I like how how Neil Patrick Harris captures the really funny, quirky aspects of Spider-Man and delivers his line perfectly with lots of energy and enthusiasm. When he's Spider-Man, he delivers the role with tons of energy and like Spider-Man should be. And I really like he even brings the he even like does a good job playing the nerdy aspects of the character's quirks. Like I really like how he makes I really like how he portrays like Peter Parker and the Spider-Man half, and how they both feel like they both. I mean, they both feel like one. I mean, I like how I like how they both feel right in the role when he plays the role of Spider-Man and the role of Peter Parker. When he's in the costume, Spider-Man is talkative, overly talkative, and noxious, and doesn't shut, and with tons of jokes to throw at the villains to get them off guard and to get under the skin. And when he's Peter Parker, he's a little more tones it down a bit. Because this Spider-Man, but he's out of that awkward phase in life. Now he's in college, so he's basically he kind of has how he plays Peter Parker. He's sort of this this has to play it keep low key. But he, like, at this point, like, he plays it low-key, but he doesn't have to make it, like, awkward like he did in high school, playing the nerd. At this point in life. Compared to what Spider-Man we used to seeing when he, like, plays the nerd and to hide the fact that he's Spider-Man. So this Peter Parker is a little more adjusted, is a little more adjusted and more relaxed, and he's not really in the awkward stage anymore of being of being the hero. He's also he's more confident now in this point of life, and more sure of himself, and try and make less stupid decisions when it comes to fighting the villains and being Spider-Man. If I have one complaint about this, another complaint about the show, I felt like we didn't got enough of the really cool theatrical villains of Spider-Man's Rogue Gallery, like Electro and Kraven in the show. We didn't got a whole lot of them. They were in the show, but they weren't in a whole lot of episodes or in enough time of the run of the show. Now, maybe if they made a season 2, they would plan to deliver on where season 1 failed, but I don't know what their plans were. So I still love this show. I think this is one of the better Spider-Man adaptations still to this day, and that they have ever done that they ever brought, that's ever been written and greenlit. So I think this is one of the best Spider-Man adaptations still the show is. I still give it a 10 out of 10. The show of season 1, the whole run of season 1 of Spider-Man: The New Adventures. I mean, Spider-Man: The New Animated Series is what it's called. So I like how the show pretty much. I really like this show. This show was also tons of fun. Also, and was like tons of action, lots of fun and adventure, and good stories and really likable characters, especially Spider-Man. Spider-Man, of course, is my favorite character in the show. This is the Spider-Man I have still not gotten on the big screen in his own standalone film. Was Peter Parker, Spider-Man. So, and the thing is, I've given up expecting to see a good Spider-Man movie with Peter Parker. I've expected that that's never going to happen. And when it does happen, I'm going to be long dead by then. So, that's why want to talk about this show, because I want to praise something good of that Spider-Man before I die. That's actually good Spider-Man content. Because the movies I hate. Especially Maguire's run. Maguire is the worst Spider-Man, next to Tom Holland's, for me. Or it's the worst Spider-Man 1977 Spider-Man, I think, actually. So I take that back about Maguire. 1977 Spider-Man's live action, and that's the first live action adaptation of Spider-Man from released in this country, and it sucked. Don't let anybody tell you different. It just sucked. 1977 Spider-Man series called The Amazing Spider-Man. That was the only live-action Spider-Man show to this day. Which was a terrible show that was. I'm getting sidetracked, and I stopped talking about Spider-Man, the new animated series for a period of time. Now back to that. So yeah, oh, click the subscribe button and then click the bell to get subscribed for my uploads and notified. And click on the thumbs up if you like this video. And I like how this show took the inspiration from the Sam Raimi design, but gave him the expressive eyes. The Spider-Man take on Spider-Man was Neil Patrick Harris from Spider-Man the new animated series. So I thought that was cool. And I like the designs on all of the villains in the villains of the show. And designs of all the characters besides the Spider-Man. And I like the design of Peter Parker too. Of all the characters, I think all the characters have a certain unique design to them that stick out. And in that nice and rememberable in the brain. Visually, the designs are memorable. I found it nice and cool majority of the time. If there were unforgettable designs for characters, there are not that many. I don't think I've forgotten about certain characters in the show. Yeah, I don't think unless I'm wrong, I don't think I forgot about any of the character designs in the show. So I think I ended up liking all of the character designs in the show. And yeah, so I was really impressed with this show. Spider-Man the new animated series. And I'm a little bummed out it lasted only one season. But who knows, maybe they'll bring it back for a second season. If, somebody ever decides to pick up the rights and decides to bring it back. Because, I don't know, maybe the show grows up, because the show has grown a bit of a cult following in later years, I hear on the internet, so. I mean, I always liked it, but I'm glad other people are liking it. And never seen how good it is. So, that's all I think I gotta say. Okay, goodbye.